have been able to see that whole process in dream. You would have just been able to see simple thing, which you would be able to say, listen, this is what it means. You will be reinstated as the butler for the king. And I think that is a better explanation to help you grasp what the wine deal is, because clearly we know based on Christ's own words, and we got in the scripture in Matthew, it was not grape juice, it was wine. It was wine.
You see, also this is why Brother Eli liked what he said it last week, and he said it here again. Sometimes he just go over our heads as people speak. In order to gain the understanding of the Bible, first of all, the first thing you must start to is keep the laws, statutes and commandments of the Most High God. If you are not keeping the laws, then this Bible becomes just like another novel. You will read, you will get caught up in a lot of things that you totally have no understanding for, because why? You do not know how to go precept upon precept to find out what this one scripture is saying and what is the explanation in another book and stuff like that. You understand? Because that's how the book, I've heard Pastor say that the book is sealed. It's sealed, yes it is. It's sealed to those of us who refuse to keep his laws. We must be keeping the laws in order to gain the understanding. That's why he said we need to go and deal with the milk. What is the milk? Go and deal with these simple laws. Grow your beard, sorry? Grow your beard. Stay away from these animals that you're not supposed to. Read the Bible, and as you find a law, start to apply it. And your knowledge raises. The minute you start to do that, everything becomes like, oh my God, what is what it's saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms 110 and verse 11.
Oh, yes. 110 and verse 11.
Psalm 111 and verse 11.
Sorry, oh.
111?
Yes, sir. Psalms 111 and verse 10.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
When you start to fear God, it's obvious that's when you're going to start to keep His commandment. Because we have been taught for so long that God is all love, like if God is a dummy. We seem to forget that God destroyed the earth already with flood, and He killed man, woman, children, down to the cockroaches. He had no pity on the baby in the woman's bed. That's the God we serve. Oh, what a mighty God we serve. Yes. He does not play. So once you learn to fear God, then it becomes the beginning, only the beginning of knowledge. Right?
A good understanding.
You will start to be able to understand what you're reading in the Bible and putting two and two together. Right?
Of all they that do His commandments.
That what?
Of all they that do His commandments.
Have all day a good understanding. Have all day, everyone. Not gonna say everybody, yes. Yeah. A good understanding according to the Bible, the Word of God. Good morning, sister. Yes, it says a good understanding have all they that do His commandment. Because a simple scripture inside here, if the question is asked, do you love God? Of course everybody will put their hands in the air. Yes, I love God. But what is the love of God according to the Bible? Who can tell me? Anybody in the crowd? The love of God according to the Bible, not what you think or your own understanding or what you feel. According to the Bible, what is the love of God? Because everybody says I love God. Sorry? All praise to the Most High, because we know nobody is going up in that kingdom unless they're keeping the commandments, the book of Revelation. If you're not keeping the commandments, you ain't going nowhere. And these commandments are not a game. They are not a game. You must be keeping them to gain the understanding of what you're reading here, to put two and two together, to slash it up, and to be able to defend rightfully the Word of God. That's right. That's right. Go ahead, read it. Read it.
Book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
Somebody asked, what is the love of God? Is the scripture right here? This is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. None of us ain't going up in heaven and hugging God. And definitely, if you read the scriptures carefully and not carelessly, we know when he come back here, he ain't coming to hug nobody neither. Because the minute he reaches fire, brimstone, destruction, a dark and dreadful day. So he's not coming to ask you personally, but Thomas, you know fully well I was saying, don't shave your beard. And you ain't going to tell me about pork sweet. You understand? He's not coming to question you. He's going to deal with us.
Like, if we continue, we get Christians say, when God come as a prophet.
I will have a personal relationship with God. Just so he will have something. Sorry.
That's something you just say the truth.
Alright.
Well, that.
I can say that and say, you're going to die. Taken serious. And that death is not just, everybody is feeling, we all had a die. No need to. The Most High is going to cook you and you're not dying in that time. He's going to put your fire through that, your spirit through that torment. You'll be burning, but not being consumed. When you read it, worms eating your body, you're not going to perish out forever and ever and ever. This should scare you. Like be fearful. So the next time you see a woman walking, you gotta put your eye in the air if you're being strong enough. Watch up, God's sky beautiful, because you don't want to watch the giants. Look up. I just try it. I said it's always good, I just try it. But we're just human beings, you know what I mean? But to the best of your ability. Brother?
Oh, this one, actually, I was getting encouraging with someone.
Okay.
Because
126. Oh. Proverbs. Sorry, I mean now.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. Verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom, and instruction, and faith, and meekness are his delight. And meekness are his delight. That's not strong to my lips, but okay. It is still my brother. You're teaching his brother? Brother, you're going to tell. The book of Sirach.
Because everybody
will
stand up and look at us and say, wow, you're so mighty or whatever. Here what the Bible, here's what the Most High considers.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 24. He that hath small understanding.
Small understanding. So all you understand is you are Ecclesiastes. All you understand is this. All you understand that. But you trying your best to keep those small things you understand.
And feareth God.
Because you keeping that to show that you're fearing God. So you're doing that for the fear of God, right? You know?
Is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
So this was in tandem with the scripture that says, to whom much is given, much is expected. Those that have more wisdom, your judgment will be different than those that have no understanding.
Psalm?
In Matthew 13. Yes, 13 here from 10 from 17
Where you want it from?
From the step.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10 says.
The reason why some of us don't get it, no matter how hard we read, how long we study, and I think this will help clear it up.
Ready? The book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, go ahead. For whosoever hath to him shall be given. For whosoever hath to him shall be given.
So whoever it had to be given, whoever the knowledge had to be given, who was it was intended for, because the scripture said that no meeting under the sun.
And he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. I know. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not.
Hold on. Let's get John 10.
Somebody.
Look at John chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So he says, my sheep hear my voice. This voice is this.
That's right.
Is that right?
I'm going over from 13 again. Therefore, speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. Go ahead. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see these things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear these things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Praise be the Most High God of Israel and none else.
So you see, in this whole passage here, Christ was given a breakdown as to why he was speaking in parables. Because some people, it was already ordained that they're not supposed to receive this gospel. They're not supposed to receive this knowledge. It's just not for them. Alright? And others, they already chosen already. It's for them. So that when they hear, and like the precept that you brought in John 10, the sheep that is chosen already, as soon as they hear these words, immediately they accept it. You know, John, and no fighting and argument and why. Like since I'm small, and they don't have no kicking up and bucking up like a pole goat. There's a sheep, you're humble, you accept it, as thus said the Lord, it was meant for you. Even if that spirit started right up in you, you want to check it, nah, you can't be that. It's not bro, we are both.
If I got a situation where, like how we start here, right? And a lot of people came. A lot of people came with other doctrines and things. Wow. When we started here, we say we put aside all that we believed before.
Right.
Studying.
Right.
But now people pass to see a small gathering, opportunity to come to bring what they believe.
Right.
So now, we just can't take it just so.
Yeah, that's
Like they say, we have to study the word. We're train them away, we listen what they have to say, but we study the one sent with the word. We're going with it. What's imagine? So therefore now we will have questions. This is something new to us.
Yeah, we know.
Although sometimes we might like have our own Bible here with pieces of the book in it. We have everything. So therefore we'll have questions.
That was not attacking us.
No. I just sharing something because it have other things that while I was studying came up sooner. Like I was studying and I'm not fortunate to have one of the but some little things came up like Maccabees 12, 59 and 46 concerning praying to the dead. Second. So these are some questions that come up and like Tobit 9:12 paying harm to the dead. So studying it will bring a little conflict because from studying the word itself or something we gain a different understanding.
Second Maccabees
59 and 46.
Second Maccabees chapter 4 and 59. And upon the day following, as the youth had been, Judas and his company came to take up the bodies of them that were slain, and to bury them with their kinsmen in their father's grave. Now under the coats of everyone that was slain, they found things consecrated to the idols of the Jamnites, which is forbidden by the Jews by the law. Then every man saw that this was the cause wherefore they were slain. Is there anything else?
We go on talk about where they
Or read on that.
yeah.
All men therefore praising the Lord, the righteous judge, who had opened the things that were hid, betook themselves unto prayer and besought him that the sin committed might wholly be put out of remembrance. Besides, that noble Judas exhorted the people to keep themselves from sin, for so much as they saw before their eyes the things that came to pass for the sins of those that were slain. And when he had made a gathering throughout the company of the sum of 2,000 drachms of silver, he sent it to Jerusalem to offer a sin offering, doing therein very well and honestly, in that he was mindful of the resurrection. Yeah?
Yeah.
You need us to get it break up.
After therefore he made atonement for the dead that they might be delivered from their sins.
Alright. So, alright. Just you need Leviticus chapter 9 and start from verse 1. So I'll read over the part, verse 43. And when he had made a gathering throughout the company of the sum of 2,000 drachms of silver, he sent it to Jerusalem to offer a sin offering, doing therein very well and honestly, in that he was mindful of the resurrection. Do you know what that is? Alright, so he said, just read Leviticus 9 and verse 1 to 3.
The book of Leviticus chapter 9 and verse 1. And it came to pass on the 8th day that Moses called Aaron his sons and the elders of Israel. And he said unto Aaron, take thee a young calf for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering without blemish.
So he said, these men had idols on them, consecrations, and this is why they were slain, for their sin of worshiping that idol. So he was saying to remove the sin from Israel or anyone who was there, he had to perform a sin offering for them. Right? Then he went on and said, in that he was mindful of the resurrection. What was that talking about? He understood that the Messiah Christ had to come. He was mindful of the resurrection because this was before, this history, Greek history, right before when Christ came. With Christ or
It's a little different.
It's different
Yeah.
because what it's saying and here is nothing
It's
here.
not in that text.
Yeah.
And the King James, because I understood when you read it the first time, I recognized that it was changed. And that is the misconception. That's why I look at the King James version. You have to get the King James version of Apocrypha. Because the other Apocryphas is very crafty, what it is doing. And I heard you in it. I thought you'd have picked up on it and correct it, but I say it probably after we are correcting.
That's
why you say it.
Why you say it?
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there.
No, that was 46 in either.
You see, so you have to be so careful.
That's really
Because again, remember the Roman Catholic Church would have altered the Apocrypha in order to validate their all saints and paying for the dead and all this kind of nonsense. Right? Which is not what the scripture talking about here in the Apocrypha. Right? So there is really confusion and
what it's saying here. It says, and because he considered that they who had fallen asleep with godliness had great grace laid up for them, it is therefore a holy and wholesome sort to pray for the dead, that they may be used from their sins.
This is also why the Most High command us. He said, what you have, hold fast till I come. Hold fast to that till I come, which is the simple Bible. Because whether you all want to believe it or not, even this Bible have been touched. This Bible have been touched. It's not written in Latin. You understand? So,
any law dealing with the dead and what you're supposed to do. This is Act 38, and we'll start from the 16 and 17. Because
remove from this? Come on, from this?
Yes. So they get the understanding. We already highlighted the problem, which is the adding of the scripture. And this is why the Bible says precept must be upon precept. Whatever is written somewhere, there's always some other precept somewhere that expatiates more on what is 16 verses.
So,
38 and 16 and 17. Because that verse they're telling you, pray for the dead. But the Bible says once the dead, that's it. You can't do nothing to them. Remember?
You all ready? The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and verse 16. My son, let tears fall down over the dead, and begin to lament, as if thou hadst suffered great harm thyself. And then cover his body according to the custom, and neglect not his burial.
So it's saying weep, lamentation, cry, burial,
weep bitterly, and make great moan, and use lamentation, as he is worthy, and that a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of.
So he's saying don't be a brute. If somebody died that was important to whoever it needs to be, cry for at least 2 days. At least use some now, because you see what happens is when you come into this understanding, this knowledge, you're not supposed to be so heartbroken to the dead anymore. Because you understood that the scriptures in Thessalonians say the dead in Christ rising first. Once you keep in these laws, you have no fear. This is why they say they can do whatever they want. But once you keep in here, your reward is sure. Right? Read on.
That a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of.
Because if you don't do that, people say, but she didn't care. She didn't care what.
Yeah.
Oh, after watching that.
You're going to tell me 3 days later, she's still at the beginning on Swedish Road. Yeah.
No, but this is if you don't cry, because what he's writing to here is saying that those that understand the scriptures, you're not really going to be that torn up. Because if you have somebody, a loved one suffering cancer, every day they're suffering, weeks, months, it's better that you die. The scriptures say that. It's better to die than to suffer sickness of that magnitude. Because the pain will now be no more, you're at rest. And worse yet, if they don't keep any commandments, you know that their reward sure. But when they don't, that is when you have to be worried. When people go and take bush bath and you know the funny, when you're in death's door, you better cry because your judgment is coming up. Right, you know.
And then comfort thyself for thy heaviness.
Comfort thyself, you know.
For of heaviness cometh death.
So if you take on that too much, your spirit will get broken with that grief, and you yourself can die and fall in that same position. You know.
And the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength.
And the heaviness of the heart, you know.
In affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the cause of the curse of the heart.
The life of the poor, because when you're poor, as the scripture says, we are poor, we are in a destitute state, but we are rich Because these promises and this understanding is for us. So we don't have to fear. So he's saying if you don't have this, you're poor in spirit, you're poor in understanding of this, then cry. Because, your judgment set. Read on.
Take no heaviness to heart. Drive it away. And remember the last end.
Take no heaviness to heart, because all of these things is to deter you from your focus. Your focus is salvation. Your focus is being right with the Most High. Doing what He says, that's your focus. So everything written here is for our will, our knowledge, and what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to live. So that's what was written here. If we do Johnny 4 and 2. Verse 2. This is the prophecy of what we just encountered.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 2. He shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall he diminish aught from it, that he may keep the commandments of the Lord your God.
So anybody who take it out from this word or add to it, will go in destruction. So this is why it's important for us to study, to show ourselves approved. And this is several things that we have not treated for time. Because this thing is very simple. People just get tired and this high side, we can't really move it right. We are rehearsing our right. That's not yes, we try our best ability to get it right. But all of this is a rehearsal. This is a rehearsal. If you're trying to do a skip or a play for Sanchez, and the month before you're rehearsing, right, so on the day of the thing, you will have it perfect. That's what we are doing. So we are coming back to rehearse. You might not get it right, you might not have the correct understanding immediately, but with fear and continual practice, the Most High will put on your knowledge so that you will understand and will eventually get it done. Yeah.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve, through his subtlety.
So the serpent beguiled Eve because of man. Telling Eve, you can eat from that tree and live. The Most High gave a commandment, do not eat from that tree. Very simple, read on.
So, your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
This is a very simple. It's a very, very simple. This what we're supposed to do is very simple in terms of the laws. Is when we start to get caught up in all sorts of other things, pride, vanity, all of these other things, this is where we kind of veer off course. And I've seen it happen, I'm not talking about yours specifically, I've seen it happen to a lot of people who have met through doing this ministry. Who get at this level. Would it make sense I talk to you here? Would you understand what I'm saying? And that's why Paul was saying, to the Jews that became the Jews, to the Gentiles that became the Gentiles. He brought himself to their level to be able to connect to them to reach them because he understood there's a starting point for everything. There's a beginning and a middle and an end to everything. You must start somewhere. You mightn't have it right, you mightn't have everything, all the ducks in a row at the time, but by you sincerely trying to get yourself back, you will get to eventually what's there. So, what you read there in Maccabees, that was a real simple. It's a law that we're not supposed to make any graven images. When he found the sailors that were rolling out and slain, they had to thinking that putting that on, that will not save their lives. So you realize, hey, you can break the law here. They break the law here and
lost their life because
they lost their life because of that. Of course, adventure. Anybody else here do that? Now we do the right thing according to the law and offer a sin offering for them. Because I sin. So that was basically not to save them who were dead, but to save those that were living.
Sin from
So
the
that
money
sin
camp.
followed them. Because that was our law. And that's why he said he was wary of the resurrection. Because this history was right before Christ was to come. Christ's resurrection or Christ's coming was written since Genesis, in Isaiah, Jeremiah. That was prophesied all through the Bible. So Matthias at the time knew, understood that Christ's coming was soon to come. That's why he said he was wary of the resurrection. Because really, we stand for Because with Christ coming, the Lord's sacrifice was to be no more. That's why he said that. He was weary of the resurrection. You understand, Pastor?
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 4. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins.
It will not be possible for the blood of bulls and goats to take away sins anymore. When what?
Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, sacrifices and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me.
A body, which was the Messiah. His sacrifice, his one sacrifice, did away with all the sacrifices that he was supposed to do. Because the sacrifices to things was very specific. That's why it said a sin offering. For a sin offering, you have to perform a very specific ritual. For providing 10 cakes of fine flour, oil, lamb, burnt lamb, etc. When we were in captivity, we couldn't really do that. That's the law that we couldn't really keep. So guess what? There was all this sin amongst us. Read on here.
Verse 6. In burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin, thou hast had no pleasure.
We had no pleasure in it because there were wicked Israelites amongst us, just lining up a whole corral of goats, going and commit the sin and come and perform the sacrifice every month. So I have about 10 more times to sin again, I have 10 more goats, right? To sin 10 more times.
Oh, good.
Or, let's see. You know, if you have strong, then you have to be taught again. Yeah. You just want to.
No, 4.
What is that? 5 and 12.
Right. This coincides correctly exactly with what you said just now. Anybody have it?
Yeah.
Is this 5 and 12?
Alright. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5 and verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
Even though you decide to be a teacher to come out and teach the people of the Most High, you first must be sit down and be taught. Because remember, as a people, is it a fact that we were in captivity as a people? 400 years. We were in slavery.
In the Caribbean, even longer.
We in slavery today, as a matter of fact. Right? So it's obvious who taught us to read. The slave master. He educated us. He gave us religion. He taught us to read the Word of God. So it's obvious what we were taught, we were lied to. So we must know, look to empty our vessel. That's why Christ said in the book of Matthew chapter, right? But he read here. In order for you to learn, you have to take all what you have learned and get rid of it. And start again. If you see somebody coming to you again, it's a commandment. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracle of God. So if I'm coming and telling you what I think or what I believe, I am not of God. If I'm coming and reading it for you, just say the Lord God, then I'm proving it. You ask a question, we go to the scripture and prove it, then this man is teaching. That's why you should preach. That's why you should sit down and say, I was doing there. You understand? So it's that once you want to be a teacher, you should let someone teach you, right?
Right. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
First principles of the oracles of God, because we have been lied to, destroyed, totally up here. Right, guys?
Everybody understand what I mean?
Read it again.
For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God. Continue.
Everybody down, you understand? That's something like kindergarten.
some such as have need of milk, that not of strong meat, and
So
not of strong meat.
Like for instance, again, Pastor, don't think that this is an attack on me like when I love you. But like you went just now into the book of Maccabees. You don't even know what the Leviticus say in the sense that when I say you don't know that, meaning to get the understanding fully well there, but what you're jumping into there is like well, and you still, not, no disrespect to you, should be drinking milk. To get the understanding, again, what we need to do is like what the scripture is well about here. We must go back and start keeping these laws so that we will gain the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Repent, beg God forgiveness for our sins. If you want to fast and pray, you do that, and start again. You must open yourself and be like a child. Christ, in order to gain the kingdom, you must come like a child. A child. If you tell this little boy, this book is read, even though he's seen it, he will humble himself if you come to him right and say it's read. He will humble and believe it, yes? And we are not saying to be stupid about it, but let it be proven. You must humble yourself and know, I'm here to read. Let me hear what you're doing. Study it, research it, and create it. But to sit down also and just hear what we say and go with it will be stupid anyway. So you must also do your research, examine what we're saying. Are we coming here anything wrong? Because anything we say to start with concerning these laws, or any way that we're trying to get our people right now, what you should do. Telling our sisters, you're not supposed to be in pants. You're defiling the temple of God, you're having men lusting out there. Your husband alone is supposed to see a figure. Is there anything wrong with that? Telling you not to eat pork. Nothing wrong with that, because pork is that I work in every farm for years. There is no animal as nasty as the pork. None. There is nothing a pig does not eat. Really nothing. They eat each other quick. You understand what I'm saying? So when the Most High put on Leviticus chapter 11 number 7, and the swine, the only part of thou shalt not eat them, he didn't just tell you that because he wants to speak fancy words. He knows it's damaging for you. It causes gout, high blood pressure, cancer, and worse yet. Today, the way they grow pigs, they breed cancer in them. They literally breed in cancer in pigs and chicken to affect one specific people on the earth. And you will find who those people are just not true, brother Jonathan. One specific people. Because you never wonder why it is only the Negro race who die with blood pressure, cancer, sugar. Why only we? I mean, the other nations die by about predominantly it's us. They research us. We eat everything. Plus they did diligent study. The Bible said that too. They did a diligent study on us to know what could and cannot affect us. Come on, which you would go for? Who does drink classic cola here? But a sweet drink is $5. A bottle of water with nothing in it is $5 to $6. Something wrong with that. Sweet drink classic cola is $2. Since there is coloring, benzoin, sugar, all these good things because they talk about the vitamins and things. But a bottle of water is $5. Something wrong with that. Something definitely wrong with it. But guess what you're trying to do for? Of course. Did you know that sugar is more addictive than cocaine?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Did you know that sugar causes cancer? You understand? So the agenda is to destroy it. That's why now we must humble ourselves. Do like the book of Ecclesiastes says. And what do you care man's what? Fear God and keep his, all over the Bible, you read it? Keep his commandments. It's simple. It's either you're going to do it or you don't want to. We have a job to bring it as it's written. Tell you what the Bible said. It's up to you. The reason why we make it seems at times people are not like us. Right? But we are actually trying to save ourselves also. You know, just one. Just the man. Ezekiel. Yeah. Because like Brother Eli rightfully said just now, don't look at us like these men really know we think that's true. We all was doing a lot of wickedness in the world. Every one of us. It's only the other day we was awoken to who we are as a people. And when we decided to see this law, so what it is, and if you are going of subjects, we started going there. Keep the laws. As a simple thing like these fringes, it's not only on our garment for the streets. Every one of our garments has it. All of our children, my wife, my children, everybody. My daughter don't know what her plants look like, feel like or not. Because these laws is kept at home. Right?
And let's say the scriptures too. It was the same with the apostles and all our forefathers. And this the captivity here in the 31st century. 6 others before.
Most professionals.
Everyone came, we started come back out of. They started reading Matthew book and we can. Look down, we have a king of tabernacle. We see Israelites.
Yes.
And same thing, they were normal people in the street, normal. The apostles, all of them was on Christ and a carpenter. They were normal people doing normal everyday things, but they realized that we are the people of the book. And we had to come back. They were just some people just sitting on high. They were suffering. That's Christianity. That's the Roman history. They were sitting on high doing whatever. We were slaving, dying. Fighting just sitting home.
So this is the reason why we will, if you all ask that we come in every Saturday, I mean we could be home with our wives and children, sitting and relaxing. It's Sabbath. I'm not telling you to see every Saturday. I'm just saying if you do ask, we are willing to put aside every single thing that we have planned and prepared to come here to help, to bring out the word, not to take over, but to assist in bringing out the word of the Most High God, because we are supposed to be teachers. We can't have this and keep it stored up in the air going to die. You should be put to death. Something like this, bro, this is the greatest treasure our people could ever find.
And there's an excellent segue to move right into the topic, because I know some people have to go to work or something. I was informed that people are leaving.
Yes, just read this fast and learn this way.
Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So he says, son of man, he's speaking to us, the man that is going out and preaching the word. Son of man, I have the reason why he woke us up, or woke you up, is that you're not just to hear it and say, so Christ black, all praises, boy, bring you up. Yeah, you have to be honest with me. You're still going to die and you deserve that. I agree.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth.
At the mouth. Hear the word at my mouth is the Bible.
And give them warning from me.
We are here to give warning. We are not here to be praised. All praises and honor be given unto the Most High God and His Son Christ our King. It has nothing to do with us. We are dummies just getting it. Really?
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
When you're not keeping the laws of God, God considers you wicked. For we know that God does not hear sinners. Sin is the breaking of the laws. Right?
And thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked ways.
So we don't come to you and give you warning to tell you what you're doing is wrong according to the Bible. You are breaking the laws of God. Go ahead.
To save his life. That same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
You're going to die. You're going to die in your sins. Right?
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
What does that mean? Anyway. When he said his blood shall require at thine hand, what does that mean? Anyway. He is going to kill them, yes, because all death belongs to God. And he is going to kill them for their sin, yes. But when he said their blood shall be read it again? Thy blood.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Anyway. That means, yeah.
From right here, you can tell them to die.
Yes. I am responsible. All praises to the Most High God. Thank you for that knowledge. I am going to die because of your wicked backsliding. Hell no. If you're in Tobago and you ask to come and we go in, and brothers, we go. But last night we came off the streets very late preaching. But here we are today. But this is commanded by all. Alright, read it.
Yet if thou warn the wicked.
So we still come and we are not telling you all, oh, this is sin, that is sin, so is the case, go ahead.
And he turned not from his wickedness.
You see them thing that I've been talking about. Some of it I cannot believe it, but you see that what I said there? That was written there, me believe that. The breakdown that wrong for you. You are an evil person and you're going to die. Right?
Long from his wicked ways. He shall die in his iniquity.
God said, not me. Right?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
All praises. I delivered my soul because I came and bring you with. That's what I'm looking for, to bring a soul of it. And this is what God shall heal.
Bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything was changed, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another. In times gone by, we used to share, together we'd make do. And if I draw a susu, what was mine was yours too. I know them days done past and gone, and I know that life must carry on. But if I must join in with the pack, then I'm going back. I'm going back, yeah, yeah, back to the old time days, back to them old time ways. I know everything was changed, but I still love the old time days. Yes, bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love